Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all well. So today I thought we would look at making cards with embossing folders. I am so bad. I have got so many embossing folders and I don't utilize them enough. So I do what I think we all do. You go on Pinterest and you have a look and see what you like and what you can find. So this is me making this card up. I've used the nesting dies from Crafter's Companion and I have stamped out 3 little squares, and then I have cut out 3 small butterflies as well, and they can either go on matching squares or different squares. I've also embossed a piece of white card with flowers. Now, I need to cut this to size to fit the card. So, we have my cutting board here. Now, the card measures 5 5/8 by 5 5/8. So I want to make this neat. Just trim the edges until you get to the right size. This is just a piece of scrap paper that I've used, and I just embossed the whole page so that we can trim it down as we want to. So that is 5 5/8 there. So the final cut will be 5 5/8 there. Okay. And so we just glue this embossed panel to the page. Here's me gluing on top of my cutting board again. Bad habit. That's a bad habit that I've got into. Now, I was going to stagger. I'm going to just fold the wings up a little bit so they sit up. And I think I will put different colour of butterfly on each little stamped square. The picture actually on Pinterest that I saw had sort of a different shape of base card, and so they had the squares positioned slightly differently. But this is the shape of card I've got, and that's the one we're going to use. We're just taking the basic idea anyway and making it how we would do it. Little butterflies there. This can be used for any occasion, and quite often I just don't put a sentiment on so that people can say, Hilary, have you got a card for whatever, and they like the colour purple and butterflies. Then I could put a happy birthday or a get well on this. So there you go. Using scrap bits of paper again for the die cuts, And there you have it. Very simple, very quick, easy to help use up your scraps and make use of your embossing folders. Now, if I were to add a sentiment to that, I wonder if I could do it with a piece of scrap. I've got this ink pad. Let's see how well it comes up. It's a sort of silvery purple, I think. Get that as neat as possible. No, I think I'm better with scissors. I'd be better with scissors. I don't think that's dark enough. I'm not going to use that. I don't think it's set out enough. It needs to be a darker colour. So I would maybe do it in black or something else, but you see what I mean? I just don't think it would stand out. So I'm going to leave that one as it is just now. And let's have a look at another card using embossing folders. And for this one, same size of base, I have embossed just a scrap of paper with this folder. Now, again, I'm going to trim it. The important thing, it doesn't matter really the height of it, because I really only want this on the bottom half of the card, so it's just the width of it that I need to be careful of. And we need to trim it down to the 5 5/8. So that it fits neatly, but I don't want it to be the height of the card. Right, I'm going to glue this. Make sure I've got it. Oh, that was close. Nearly had it the wrong way. There. It's always good to check. Squidge some glue on. We want to make sure that it's lined up. Now, I've used this die, which I have in my stash, and to be honest, it didn't cut all the flowers out as well as I had hoped them to. Hoped that it would cut them out. It's not cut it out as well as I would have liked, and I even put shims in some of them and what have you. But I'm going to put a dimensional underneath each flower. So we just cut them to size, just to create a little bit of lift. looks as if it's cut quite well. So I'm not sure how many we'll need. And what I want to do, I get my tweezers. Is I'm going to put them just along the top edge of the embossed card. Now, I always put a sheet, an embossed sheet, on top of the card, and I don't know if some people actually emboss the card. I'm not sure if there's a reason or a preference or a difference, but that's just the way I do it, is to not emboss the card base, just put a sheet over the top. Get another one in there, that's number 4. Now there's a decision here to make. Either you use pearl drops, or you could use gems. Here's my basket. Here's my basket of gems. So let's use these just to give it this, because it's all white and we want to give it a wonderful bright splash of colour in the middle. The yellow one's nice. And pink. I think the blue's a nicer pastel blue. Come on. Do you think it's hilarious when you watch people struggle with things? And it's nice to know that you're not the only one that does it. Now, for this one, I am going to put a sentiment on it. And I'm just going to put it in black because I want it to stand out. There we go. Happy birthday. I like it. I like the simplicity of it, but you have to add a little bit of colour. So there are my 2 ideas for today for using embossing folders. I've hoped it's given you some ideas, and thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video. I would really appreciate it if you could like and comment and share. Thank you so much, and I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.